Howdy, it's Kyle with some more road trip advice. Recently, I was on my own cross-country road trip. I was gone for about 6 weeks. I was all throughout the U.S., and I posted a few videos while on the road, little quick road trip tip kind of things, and now I'm back in the cozy confines of my basement, and I want to discuss in this video one thing I've noticed on this past road trip that I hadn't noticed on any of my previous 20 or so road trips. On previous road trips, I noticed an occasional interstate rest area closed down. I always thought it's because of renovations or repairs or whatever, but it turns out there are a lot of them being closed down, and the states are actually closing down many of their rest areas, trying to make them more commercialized. And Iowa, Louisiana, Connecticut, and North Carolina are the biggest culprits in this stuff. And the justification for closing down these rest areas is that they cost the state money, but they don't make any money off of them. So what they're saying is, well, just go to the next town. You can go to the McDonald's and go pee. You can go use the truck stop facilities kind of thing. And if you've ever gone on a cross-country road trip, you know how much more convenient these rest areas are. You just pull off. Within 10 seconds, you're parked. You go up to the building, you pee, you get back in your car, and you're back on the interstate. The whole process is like 3 minutes from the whole time of exiting to getting back on, whereas if you go to the town, the one that has the blue signs with all the, the services on it, you pull off, there's going to be a stoplight down there, you got to wait for it. Maybe you want to go left, but it says right turn only, and you're going down through the town a little bit. Maybe you go to the McDonald's or the truck stop to use their facilities, and it just isn't any more convenient. And the state is saying, well, when you stop to pee, just get gas while you're there. Even if you're on 3/4 of a tank, just, get gas. And it's not convenient. It adds so much time to your trip. So if you're doing a full day of driving 10, 12 hours, you're going to stop 3 or 4 times at least. And, if you're having to stop at these city type suburban exits, it's going to take you at least 5 minutes each time extra. So it really adds a lot of time to your day, maybe as much as a half an hour. So it's significantly less convenient to have to use the truck stops and the suburban type exits just to pee when the rest areas are so much more convenient. And another problem with this is you're less likely to eat healthy while on your road trip. One thing that we'll often do is use the rest areas as spots to picnic. So we'll make sandwiches, eat some fresh fruit kind of thing to make it more healthy, because if you're eating fast food every time on your road trip, your stomach's going to explode, and that really isn't very good. So if you're having to use the truck stops and the fast food joints just to pee, you'll be there. It's like, well, while we're here, might as well grab something to eat. It's much more convenient. So you're eating less healthy. You're spending more time to do that as opposed to just having a little picnic on the side of the rest area. And it's also going to cost you more, because it costs a lot more to eat out than to just buy stuff at the store. So it's a lose, lose, lose when you close down these rest areas and you're forcing people to have to use these commercial sites. It just really isn't good for the road tripper. But that's not to say that truck stops don't serve a great purpose. They do. And of course, they're not called truck stops anymore. They're called travel centers, because truck stops, not classy, but I still call them truck stops. But anyway, obviously you can't get gas at rest areas. So you're going to be using a lot of the, the exits to get gas. And I do recommend using the big chain truck stops for the main reason that you're not going to get price gouged. All the big ones are going to have very competitive gas prices, and you're not going to get that crazy guy that has the one gas station off that exit where he's charging like twice the normal rate. So, the big truck stops, you'll get pretty good prices. And sometimes you do want a snack, you want a soda kind of thing. And so the truck stops are very useful, but they don't have the same convenience as the rest areas if all you want to do is just pee. There are several major national chains of the truck stop travel center things. And right now, as I post this video, Love's are the best ones. They're all either new or recently renovated. So you're not going to find a real dumpy looking Love's. A few years ago, Pilot and Flying J merged, and the ones that are Pilot have often been renovated. Not all of them, but most of them have been pretty renovated. The ones that are still Flying J have not been renovated. So I think that whole company is going more towards Pilot. TA, Travel America ones, usually pretty nice, pretty new, and they've bought out Petro, which is another one. But any of these are going to be pretty good for the most part. There's one called Roadies, which you're not going to see in many parts of the country. They're pretty much only in the Midwest or the Pacific Northwest, but those are pretty good too. But overall, I think these truck stop travel centers are better spots to stop at than, say, just the random dude's gas station on the side of the road, the AM, PM with a Circle K thing, where it might have the super sketchy bathroom with the, you got to ask for the key, and it's on like a giant, track and field baton kind of thing. So I do use the truck stops almost exclusively for, off the interstate kind of, gassing up. But it's so much easier to use the rest areas if all you want to do is pee. But the combination of the rest areas and the truck stops will make your road trip much more convenient. And of course, the politicians don't care about the road trippers, but the trucking industry is what's going to be the main lobby for not closing down these rest areas. There are already not enough truck parking spots, and you'll see trucks lining up along the on-ramps and off-ramps trying to find a spot to park. And so the big trucking industry is very much against the closure of these, the rest areas. And, the truckers have to pay to park at the truck stop. So they don't want to have to pay to park there when they can just use the rest areas for free. So it doesn't really help anybody. So why are they closing down these rest areas in the first place? In Iowa, the plan is to shut down most of the rest areas over the next 15 years. And in that total time, they're going to save approximately $25 million, according to their own estimates. Iowa, for a state like that, $1.5 million a year is absolutely nothing. So they're not doing this to save money. What's happening is these big, truck stop companies, Love's and Pilot Flying J, these are giant companies now. It's not like the old mom and pop truck stops anymore. So they have a huge lobby. They're telling these politicians, hey, close down your rest areas, make them come to see us. They'll spend money here, and we'll give money back to you in terms of tax money kickback. And what some other states are considering is not closing down their rest areas, but turning them into commercial areas. So there'll be a restaurant or two there, maybe a couple of shops, and you can spend your money at more than just the vending machines. And well, you do that, it takes away the whole point of the rest area. So there'll be more traffic there. It's probably going to end up being a stoplight, end up being the same as that suburban exit you take with all the fast food joints on it. So I don't know. I don't like the closing down of the rest areas. I don't like to see them turning into commercial zones. They cost the states next to nothing, and they're doing it for the wrong reason, and it really hurts the road trippers and, more importantly, the truckers. So those are some of the things I wanted to discuss about some trends I've seen on recent road trips. And, I never thought I would do a video where bodily functions played a big role in the topic, but hey, on a road trip, that's really important. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up to let me know you approve. And if you're interested in stuff about road tripping, some U.S. travel and geography stuff, then consider subscribing to this channel, because that's the kind of stuff that I'm posting. But yeah, thanks for watching. Geography King signing out, and about to go pee on the side of the road. I couldn't hold it.